Do you want to ditch Google Photos and host your own private photo library that your whole family can use? Let me show you Immich. Immich is a high performance, self hosted photo and video management solution. It has mobile apps for iOS and Android, automatic background uploads, facial recognition, machine learning search, and a UI that rivals Google Photos. In the past, I've shown how to do a basic install of Immich, and in this video, I'm going to show you the most asked about setup: having the database and application on an SSD and your photos on hard disks. I'm your host, Evan. Let's deploy Immich. We are going to install Immich two ways. First, using the TrueNAS Apps Catalog, and then using Dockge. Don't do both. Pick one or the other. We're also going to do something a little more advanced. We're going to split our storage across two pools. Our uploaded photos and videos are going to live on our Tank HDD pool because photo libraries can get big. But our application config, our database, our machine learning cache are all going to live on an SSD pool for speed. This gives you the best of both worlds: cheap bulk storage for media and fast storage for the parts that actually need it. Before we deploy Immich either way, we need to create our datasets. Because we're splitting storage across two pools, we're going to need to create datasets on both. Clicking the Datasets tab on the left side, I have two pools already set up: my Tank pool, which is going to be a simulated hard drive pool, and my SSD pool, which is going to be simulated SSD drives. In my SSD pool, I have my apps set up to live there. So my configs dataset is there instead of the Tank pool. So under SSD and configs, I'm going to add a dataset for Immich. Leave the dataset preset as generic and click Save. Click Immich, and in the bottom right, let's edit these permissions. I want the group to have read, write, and execute. I'm going to remove others' permissions and change the group to apps. Click the Apply Group checkbox and click Save. Now for all of my big uploads like pictures and video, I want all of that to live on my Tank pool. So I'm going to click my Tank pool and then click Add Dataset in the top right. I'm going to call this Immich Library. For the dataset preset, I'm going to leave it as generic and click Save. Then I'm going to select my Immich library, and I'm going to edit the permissions the same way by giving group all permissions, removing the permissions for other, changing the group to apps, and clicking the Apply Group checkbox, and then clicking Save. Now, when I expand all my pools in my datasets, we can see all of the Immich information for the configs is going to live on the fast pool, and the library is going to live on the slow pool. Starting with the TrueNAS Apps Catalog, the most important thing you're going to see here is in the configuration where I click Choose Pool, my pool is set to my fast pool. This is where the Docker daemon is going to live and run from, and it's important that it's here instead of the Tank pool, because even though my configs may be in either, the actual daemon, which is running the Docker service, is going to be on the fast pool. In the top right, click Discover Apps and type in Immich. Select Immich and then select Install. Leave everything default and set a strong database password and Redis password. Keep scrolling down until you get to the storage configuration and change the data storage, which is the upload location, to the Tank pool host path. In this case, it's Mount Tank Immich Library. Scroll down to the Postgres data storage and change the dataset to host path. Find the dataset on the SSD pool for the configs and Immich that we created earlier. At the very bottom, you'll see a checkbox that says Automatic Permissions. Make sure to check the checkbox for automatic permissions. If you fail to check this checkbox, the deployment will not work. Scroll all the way to the bottom. By default, the resources configuration is 2 CPUs and 4 gigs of memory. If you have the server capacity, I would strongly recommend increasing both of these. The TrueNAS that you see in front of you is running on Proxmox as a virtual machine, so I don't have more resources, so I'm going to leave it like this just for demonstration purposes. If you have a dedicated GPU, make sure to click this checkbox. I don't have one, so I'm going to leave it unchecked. If you do have a dedicated GPU, scroll all the way back to the top until you get to the machine learning type image. When I click that drop-down box, you'll see I have a variety of options. The CUDA is going to be if you have a dedicated NVIDIA card. The ROCm machine learning is for AMD. Again, because I don't have a GPU in this machine, I'm going to leave it as default. Scroll all the way to the bottom and click Install. Pulling the image is going to take a while because it's a big container. Just be patient and just wait for the pill to turn to running, and you're good to go. Now let's deploy Immich through Dockge. If you've never used Dockge before, check out my video that I've done on using Dockge to deploy Docker containers. There'll be a link to it in the video description below. The first thing we want to do is in the top left, click the plus compose button and give our stack a name, and I'm going to call it Immich. Remove all the placeholder information on the right. Jump over to the wiki, and in the search bar, type Immich, and it'll take you to this page. In section 1, Deploy Immich, you can see there's a variety of tabs with all sorts of different Docker containers. All of them are labeled by the type of GPU you have. So if you just have a plain CPU and no GPU, we're going to use this first tab. But if you have an NVIDIA GPU or an AMD GPU or a built-in iGPU that you want to pass through, you pick each tab that would be relevant for you. Choosing the first tab for the Docker Compose CPU, I'm just going to copy this entire Docker Compose file, jump back to Dockge, and paste it. This Docker Compose file uses variables. So you'll see the things that are highlighted in yellow here are all variables we're going to fill out in the environment variables section in a minute. Because of that, we're not going to need to change anything up here. We just need to scroll all the way to the bottom, and in the .env section, we're going to want to remove all this placeholder data. Jump back to the wiki. Scroll down until you get to the env variables section. Copy everything in this, go back to Dockge, and paste. This is where we're going to make the change. Our upload location is going to stay in Mount Tank, but it's going to go over to our Immich library. Our database location is going to be on our fast pool. So I need to replace Tank with SSD, and then scroll up and click deploy. After it launches, it's going to take about a minute or so for all of the containers to be healthy, but once they are, go ahead and click the 2283 pill to be brought to the web interface. Click the Getting Started pill, and enter an email and a password. After you've filled out all the information, click Sign Up, and then log in. Once you're logged in, click the next button to go to Theme, and I'm going to keep it as dark. I'm going to keep my language as English. I'm going to turn off all the privacy things. I don't want anything going out of the server. Click User Privacy, and I'm going to keep this off as well. In the storage template section, I kind of like to turn this on, and the reason is if you don't turn on storage templates, I feel like this folder structure that Immich picks out of the box is a little confusing. By turning on the storage template, it gives me just a little bit more order in the way that it's going to upload the files. Let's go to Backups, click Mobile App, and then click Done. Now that I'm in Immich, I can see that my storage space is correct. The drive that I attached it to is only 5 gigs and only 4 of that is usable, but I can see that down here. This lets me know my uploads location is in the right spot. If you install this in a very large drive, you should see all of your capacity here. If you don't, go back and check your configuration. We are now ready to upload our first photos. There's a lot you can do with Immich, and this video is not going to be a complete how-to on how to use Immich. There are lots of things that you can configure like external storage, adding new users, putting this behind a reverse proxy, and setting it up on your phone. You can find a lot of that information on the wiki as well, but I wanted to get you to this point when you're ready just to start uploading photos and using Immich, and you've got them separated in a way where Immich feels fast because your database is on an SSD, and you've got all the space of your hard disk array to upload a ton of photos and videos. Did you know I'm available for hire? If you would like a free quote, follow the Hire Me link in the video description below to book time with me one-on-one. Immich is an extraordinarily healthy project. Around 98,000 stars. It's one of the most starred self-hosted projects on GitHub. There are over 317 releases, and the latest release at the time of this filming was 2.7.5, which was published April 13th. Version 2.5.0 in January of this year was the 90,000 star celebration release, and they hit stable version 2.0 back in October. So if you're used to breaking changes between updates of Immich, all that ended last year. Looking at the commit history, this is arguably the most actively developed self-hosted project out there right now. Multiple commits a day, releases every few days, a real funded team behind it. They joined Futo a while back and a massive community around them. If you're worried about abandonment risk, Immich is about as safe bet as anything in this space. The next nearest thing to something like Immich is Photoprism. Photoprism has been around longer and has a more mature search and organization feature set in some areas. It's a polished product, but Photoprism's mobile experience is a little bit rough, and the development pace doesn't match Immich's. Immich shipped stable just a few months ago, and it already feels like the daily driver for most self-hosters. If you haven't seen our video on Photoprism, I'm going to link it in the video description below. Immich is the self-hosted photo app. It's fast, it's beautiful, it's actively developed, the mobile apps are excellent, and the team behind it is doing the work. It's actively maintained, easy to deploy through either the Apps Catalog or Dockge, and the feature set absolutely matches or exceeds something like Google Photos. Splitting storage the way we did today is genuinely the right call. It'll save you a huge amount of pain later in the event you try to put everything on your SSD and then your photo library grows too big. Keep in mind, Immich holds a lot of precious memories for people. Make sure you have a backup strategy in mind, as you don't want to lose anything valuable to you. Are you running Immich today, or are you still on Google Photos or iCloud? And if you're running it, do you do the split architecture like we showed today by putting the uploads on your hard drives and the database on your SSD? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this helpful, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video we release. If you want to see content YouTube won't let us show you, head over to Patreon. There's a link in the video description below. If you want to learn how to put this behind some kind of reverse proxy, go ahead and check out the latest reverse proxy I'm playing with using Netbird. I'll put a link to it in the video description below. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, stay curious.